So this just happened. It started snowing on the 17th of November, which is pretty crazy. So today is 19th of November 2020, and in the past couple of days we've done some good progress. Today, not so good progress, and I guess these videos are becoming more of a record of failure rather than success, which is also, it's part of the progress, so part of the journey, so I'm kind of fine with this as well, I guess. In the past couple of days, the amazing thing that happened, that the girl, I guess we should call her the girl at this point, actually called me a couple times, and we had really nice conversation, really nice chat, I guess because she had a bit more time with her work and everything, and so she was inclined to share her kind of free time with me, which is amazing. And it really, every time I'm thinking about this, it really brings a smile on my face, so that's amazing. Another good thing that happened just recently, like this day or the day before, is that I started to read books again, which is slightly embarrassing to say for a person who's trying to become a writer and like content creator and that kind of stuff, but I haven't read a book for quite a while now. And I think the problem was that when I sort of switched my content consumption to English, I just didn't have enough vocabulary to actually read a book. Because when I'm reading the book in Russian, I immediately I don't see the words on the page. I see pictures, I see images, I see the movie playing in my head, which is quite an amazing feeling, to be honest. But in English, because I haven't read that many books, if at all, I think I have read maybe just a couple books. Literally, maybe you can count on one hand how many books I've read in English. So I couldn't I struggled, let's put it that way. I struggled to go past that layer of translation to basically Russian or to some senses. I don't know how it's happening in the brain, because brain is this complex, weird stuff that I can't really explain how exactly it's happening. But for me it was like this for the longest time, and only now I'm basically getting to the point where I'm really comfortable with reading a book. I didn't have problems with reading articles or listening, even watching movies and whatnot, but books for some reason it was just way harder for me. So this is so amazing, and I'm really happy that it's finally happened. I mean, I'm still struggling with some words. I maybe need to look it up and stuff like that. But for the majority, I'm just reading a book and I'm watching a movie that is playing in my head. This is insanely amazing. I'm really happy and I'm really proud that I've started doing this. I picked up Bukowski, Post Office, I think it's called, just because I read his books before, and this kind of vulgar, kind of brush sort of language and just style in general, and it's all sort of masculine and whatnot. It's fun. I like this series called Californication, and Bukowski was basically a predecessor to this thing, so it's just fun. But unfortunately, because it's written in first person, I wanted to pick up some book that is using the third person, because I myself in the work, I'm struggling a little bit of how to portray certain events, how to write certain stuff, just in general. I wanted to see a proper book in English written by English speaking person in a third person perspective, and just see how exactly they're describing everything. And so I thought, why not? I'm watching those guys anyways, Vlog Brothers, right, John and Hank Green. And so I decided, and because it was all the hype with a couple of John Green's novels, I decided to pick up John Green's novel Abundance of Catherines, and it's been pretty fun, to be honest. I understand it's kind of young adult novel, and it's a bit late for me to read those kind of stuff, but again, it's written quite easy, it's written quite quirky and interesting, and I've been enjoying this. I think I'm like already 50 pages in, and I don't know, I was reading it like yesterday night and today when I was like taking a bath, which is cool. And one even cooler thing that I've recognized and learned over the course of this couple days is that maybe I don't have such a severe like deficit disorder, because some time ago when I started to read a book, I was always like, I better do this, I better do that. But apparently when like interesting book or like interesting really written book got into my hands, I've been really enjoying it, and I've been just like sitting for like hour or 2 hours and just reading it, which is like really cool. Because when I was growing up, I liked the books a lot, and I would read them a lot. And like even at a school in my class, I think I was like pretty much the only one who actually read those like giant 700 pages or more books for like our Russian literature class. And I remember like, it's not even bragging or anything. I remember that I was being pissed because the scheduling of those giant books was like, I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks or something like that, in between the giant book. And I was trying to read them all. And I remember that I couldn't finish War and Peace because the next book was just starting, and the next book was also like 700 pages. What was the name? Calm Dawn. Dawn is the name of the river. It's kind of quite famous Russian book that is sort of necessary for Russian literature classes and whatnot. And I remember that I still had like 150 pages or so, or 100 pages of War and Peace, but I already had to prepare for this other stuff. And none of my classmates, schoolmates, right, they didn't have those problems because they've never read all of those things. They have been reading those like paper thin little booklets of like short summaries of stuff. And I knew all of that because, they're just talking about this stuff. And I was so pissed when the teacher was like sort of praising some like girl who always got like fucking 9s and 10s and whatnot, because we have 10 grade system where 10 is the highest one. She was like praising that girl for saying some like cool shit. And I like, dude, you just read this garbage in this like little brochure. You have no idea what you're fucking talking about. Because I've been reading that, all of those things, and but I wouldn't read them out because, I'm just not that kind of person, not a fucking rat. So I would just had to swallow my pride and just like keep quiet and let them have their own grades and praise and whatnot. I mean, I also got a bit of it, but it was just annoying. It was annoying that I couldn't finish, and I still till this day I don't know what happened at the end of War and Peace. I was literally like 100 pages till the end of the book. I had only like 100 pages till the end of the book, and I still don't know how it finished, while I spent like reading those freaking French texts that I swear I haven't seen more French than in War and Peace probably ever. In any case, okay, so I just wanted to sort of throw it in. I'm just so happy that part of me is not lost, that I still enjoy reading, and I still enjoy like just seeing those like movies in my head when I'm reading it. It's amazing. It's really amazing. And one more thing that is amazing that happened today is that I started exercising again, which is great. And I have found once again that those like 7-minute exercises that I've tried before, they are amazing. They're just this high intensity exercises that made you work. I remember them being like this, and they are still like this. They make you work for the 7-minute bursts. You are like really like working your muscles, and then you have your exercise. I think those 7-minute exercises that you can download like on an app, they're the best, by far the best you can do at home. And if you want, leave a comment and I'll put in the description the exact app that I'm using, for example, if you're interested in exercising at home as well. By the way, if you're enjoying this channel, if you like the content, please subscribe and leave a like, obviously, like usual, and maybe share it with somebody who you think might enjoy similar content. And So it's 20th of November 2020. It's the day after the exercise, and oh my god, the chest muscles hurt, the abs hurt. Like, wow, it feels like a proper exercise, even though it was just like 15 minutes, just high intensity stuff. And yeah, if like, again, just wanted to reiterate this point. If you're like working from home right now, and you kind of maybe don't want to go to the gym, or maybe you even don't have an ability to go to the gym, I'm telling you, do those like 7-minute exercises. They are amazing at like really working out like big groups of muscles and really giving you some, you know, some work for the money basically, and for the time. Yeah, I really enjoy this feeling when you wake up and it's hard for you to actually get out of the bed because everything hurts suddenly. You can't turn because suddenly like muscle here hurt. Like, it's an amazing feeling. It means that something was done correct yesterday, and then your muscles actually getting bigger and stronger and whatnot. So yeah, just a little update. Okay, so today is 22nd of November, Sunday, 2020, and last few days were actually really nice, in a sense that even though I haven't made too much progress writing the book, just overall sort of other stuff in my life were really kind of nice, and I felt happy for like truly happy because of what I do, because of how my body responds to like food, for example, because again, like I mentioned before, because I started reading, and now because hopefully, if everything goes well, this is going to be like the last video that I'm editing on my current desktop setup, Hackintosh setup, and I'm selling this setup, hopefully, again, if everything goes right. And that's also been really good because I wanted to kind of switch back to laptop. So yeah, but in general, I've been happy, and I've been doing this kind of intermittent fasting for a really prolonged period of time. Now I think it's like the 3rd or 4th day, and it is so amazing how my body kind of responded to it like really well. I still have a lot of energy. I don't have this kind of feeling that I had before when you kind of want to eat food, and so you kind of have like rumbling in your stomach and stuff like that. But then also it happened to me that I kind of have like this clouded mind in a way. So sort of, yeah, it just feels like clouded mind. That's the best explanation I can give. But all those days, nothing like that occurred, which is really amazing, which kind of tells me that I guess my body is switching to use ketones more, or maybe like it does this quicker and kind of more efficiently, I'm hoping. I don't know really, because I'm not measuring like ketones in my blood and stuff like that, or in urine, nothing like that. But it's just this feeling that that kind of the longer I go without food, the better I feel. Versus like, like some people get crazy and angry, kind of hangry, right? When they lack food. And really one surprising thing that I thought I would kind of struggle more with is that when I have this kind of rumbling and kind of, the stomach tells that I'm hungry, if I just drink a bit of water, like previously, if I drank a bit of water and then like half an hour passes, I'm hungry again. But now, maybe because I'm a little busy, maybe because I'm trying to do like different stuff, and like now I'm trying to like search for laptop replacement and stuff like that, before like writing, making a video, another video, stuff like that. Maybe because my mind's sort of occupied most of the time in this like weeks, especially in this 1 week, I'm just like not thinking about food, and that feeling kind of I'm hungry, I want to go and kind of take a break and eat something, kind of goes away quicker. because instead I'm thinking I don't want to go eat because I know that I'm gonna be full, and then I'm gonna sit and maybe watch the video, and then like boom, I've wasted like, I don't know, wasted like an hour or 2 hours, and those couple hours I could have done something that I need. And so kind of, yeah, I guess my body in a sense responds to this by like kind of just shutting down this sort of weird kind of rumblings and just this sensation like, hey, feed me, right? And it's instead, oh, okay, well, he's not gonna do this anyway, so why bother? I don't know how it works, but that's my perception, at least how it all kind of occurs in my organism. You know, just like mentioned, I think it was in the last video, that I've gained like 7 kilos in the past like couple months and whatnot, which is quite a lot. It's basically like, it's almost a kilo a week, which is crazy. That's way too much. And now with all this kind of whatever is going on right now in my body, maybe, who knows, fingers crossed, that I'm gonna be able to actually lose 7 kilos in the next couple of months. That would be amazing. That would be a really kind of good goal to sort of aim towards, as well as actually finally finishing writing the book. At least with everything kind of going on in the past 3 weeks now, something sort of gives me confidence that this is the correct thing to pursue, the writing, that is, writing and actually making videos too. Because now I'm sort of more comfortable in front of the camera, for example. I'm like sort of not afraid to look at the lens and stuff like that. And this just been sort of kind of really nice experience just for myself to do those kind of videos. And because I started reading again, and because I can now read like English normally, I'm able to see how other people like structure their work, how they write books. This is pretty great because it gives me now options to see and maybe comparing even myself and what I've written prior to this moment, basically, and compare it to other people, how they write, and to actually just evaluate, is my writing any good? Yeah. And then I kind of went back to look at my kind of writing, and I was like, some chapters and some sort of paragraphs, because it's all sort of still a bit of a mess, but I'm like, some of this actually is semi-decent. And I was like pleasantly surprised, to be honest, because I thought that after I read somebody's work I will see how garbage my own sort of writing is. But it was actually like, it's okay, nothing to write home about, but it's there, it serves purpose, and it's not as bad as I thought, which is really, really great. And this is something that just some more good news, I guess, in a sense. Wow, fuck, I hope I'm not dying or anything, because I kind of feel good, and when I'm feeling good I kind of expect things to get really bad suddenly or something like that, because don't want to jinx anything. I just hope maybe the universe gave me, freaking break that I've been asking. And maybe stuff kind of can go uphill in a sense, get better from now on. Yeah, I've been also really pleasantly surprised with the girl, because we had a couple of really great chats, and actually yesterday she called me and we had a really great conversation. Thinking about her just always brings a smile to my face. If you enjoy some dude rumbling about different shit for way too long, well, you've come to the right place, and please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and maybe share this video. Tell me how your day is going. How are you doing? And are you writing something? Are you doing some other content maybe? Are you making some videos, music? If you have anything to share, please do this in the comment section, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and bye bye.